Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. We're back for another Fleekazoid video, and this one's called Catfishing is Killing Gaming, a Dragon Age Veilguard roast. Oh boy. Curious to see how hard he's gonna go in on this, cause well, if you've been keeping up with all the stuff going on with Dragon Age Veilguard, it ain't doing well. And for very good reason. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could recall everything, but there was like so many videos I watched and I failed to retain all that information in my head, but basically it's another game that got killed by DEI. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, I'm curious to see how this is gonna go, so we're just gonna jump straight in now, shall we? Like the starting scream, ex-pimp, homeless and whoreless. Pimp lives matter.
Pimps, I am back! You've probably been wondering where I went. Well, I've been correcting the timeline, ensuring that everything is as it should be. And although I won't say the correction of the timeline was all me, I will say that none of this could have happened without me. I would never say that I'm the whole car. I play a very small part in this. The engine. But now, speaking of cars, imagine if I pretended to be a Ferrari salesman, sold you an Enzo, and then handed you the keys to a Ford Taurus. Imagine if Tom Cruise reached out to you through email and told you that only you could save Mission Impossible 20 by sending him $200 in iTunes gift cards. Imagine if a very real Kate Upton matched with you on Tinder and then plied you into sending her $2,000 to her offshore account at the Punjab National Bank. And imagine, if you will, your favorite game company brings back a franchise you love for a fantastic return to roots. Surely all of these are real. Real Tom Cruise, real Kate Upton, real return to roots. Except they're not, you dumb bitch. All of these are catfishing scams and you couldn't even spot them. Don't worry, you may be stupid, but you're not alone. Just in 2023, consumers were catfished out of $2.7 billion.
What did I say? Nearly 854,000 people filed complaints to the FTC about imposter scams in 2023. This represents 33% of the total consumer fraud reports filed. Agency consumers lost $2.7 billion to such scams. And Jesus.
How did that happen? Is that all just grandma getting scammed by Indian guys pretending to be Bill Gates? Maybe that makes up for about $1.7 billion, but where's the other $1 billion in imposter scams coming from? I'll tell you where it's coming from. The AAA gaming industry. The AAA gaming industry is the third biggest catfishing operation behind Indian call centers and Snapchat filters. They just cannot stop themselves from bringing back old IPs that they killed off, only to just make whatever the fuck they want anyways with no regard.
That's been happening a lot. They just bring back old IPs that people love and then they just fuck it up. I've been doing that with so many games lately. Like, you had fucking the Arkham series, Star Wars, this, like, Assassin's Creed too, because we all know that's gonna flop. And, what other bullshit that I think Ubisoft had something else. Oh yeah, they had that, quadruple A gaming, I don't remember what it was called. Did that ever come out? I think it did, but I think it sucked. I don't know. Or is it still waiting to come out? I don't know. Regardless, these companies just can't do anything right for shit. Indie game companies is where it's at.
For the original formula, and the people that get left holding the bag are the fans, because they show up on launch day to buy a new entry from their favorite franchise, only to discover that this shit couldn't be any further from the original
Jesus Christ
favorite franchise, only to discover that this
Jesus Christ. What depths of hell did you search for to find this monstrosity? Holy shit. Incest babies don't look this fucking bad. Holy hell. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, oh my god.
Shit couldn't be any further from the originals. Like swiping right on Beyonce and showing up only to see Big Mama. They have been catfished. Yep. But at least they can look forward to the next Fable game. Psych! Hey, look, a new God of War game. Psych! Hey, look, another Saints Row game. Psych! Another Dragon Age game. Psych! A new Assassin's Creed game. Psych! Oh, hey, sorry for catfishing you just then. Here's an actual return to roots. We're very sorry about that. Double psych! FromSoft fans, just click off the video already. You wouldn't understand. With your constant stream of great games that stick to a formula you love, you lucky bastards. I wish I liked CBT so I could bask in this glory with you. FromSoft is so dedicated to not catfishing their fans that if they change the formula even a little bit, they change the name of the game as well. If this was Ubisoft, these would all be called Dark Souls. You guys have it so good that you have to catfish yourselves. Remember, it's about persistence. And you know what that means, Bloodborne fans. Bloodborne Remaster announcement coming December 12th at 8:14 p.m. Get your sacrifices ready. And that leads me to another form of catfishing, the Bethesda type of catfishing. This is when they use their name and their history to dig into that nostalgic mud vein of yours, trying to transfer the clout from their old games to their new ones. We're BioWare, we're Bethesda, we're Obsidian, we're Rocksteady. Remember all those games we made and you loved back when you were happy and before you only got to see Daddy on the weekends? Well, this is brought to you by the same people that brought you that. Except it is not. This game was made by the same logo that made those good old games. The people that made them left the logo 10 years ago and got replaced by a bunch of Jaguar drivers. And they try to tell me that they're...
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, God. Out of all the things I had to pause on. Okay, there, that's better. But still, like... That's pretty accurate. And that... God, there was a lot... That caused a lot of shit, too, didn't it? That fucking Jaguar ad. That looks so fucking stupid. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Jesus fucking monstrosity.
There's still staff on board from the original game. Who? The fucking janitors? Let's play a fun little game real quick. What if I told you the baker behind Bayonetta and Nier Automata was making another game?
Sorry. I needed to appreciate what was on the screen for a moment. I lost track of what was being said. Hold on, let me go back a bit.
Me that there's still staff on board from the original game. Who? The fucking janitors? Let's play a fun little game real quick. What if I told you the baker behind Bayonetta and Nier Automata was making another game? You'd probably throw 70 singles up in the air and see what...
I can tell you right now that if somebody makes another Nier Automata game or a Bayonetta game and they DI the fuck out of those games... I can only imagine the shitstorm that it would cause. Yeah, granted, I've never played either games, but from what I've heard, they are very beloved and everything. And, well, based on this, I can see why. Yeah, okay.
Where they land, right? They would land on Babylon's Fall. What if I told you the guys behind Dishonored were cooking up something new? You'd probably think it's at least a 7 out of 10, right? Redfall. And what if I told you the creator of New Vegas was making a new game? You'd probably be very interested in what deep RPG they're cooking up next. In New Vegas, you had 3 different flavors of 50 cal. I mean, where can we go from here? The resounding answer, backward. Now your sniper rifle and your grenade launcher share gun enthusiasts' favorite caliber, heavy ammo. As it turns out, if you duct tape 8 rounds of 308 together, it turns into a grenade launcher shell. It's a regular war zone out here, pimp. Nobody is who they say they are. The other day, I reunited with THQ, only to reach down her pants and grab a handful of Nord dick. Turns out THQ went defunct in 2013, and Nordic bought it a year later so they could parade it around like Lincoln's corpse. Who does that? Austrians. And if you think that's bad, now they're using entire genres to catfish. RPG used to be a proper category. It used to stand for something. It used to mean shitty combat and a fuck ton of player choice. These days I buy an RPG and I end up in 40 hours of therapy. And not even as the therapied on, but as the therapist. Take me back to telling Alistar he has no bitches. I don't want to be here. Which brings us to Dragon Age the Veilguard, a game so good that as soon as the post-launch clarity hit, all the launch day reviewers flipped and called it dog shit. As soon as the post-launch clarity hit, all the launch...
Some major ass bullshit right here. And I think everyone knows just not to listen to IGN at this point. Or anything, especially game journalists and all that. Or activists, because, you know, they're not journalists. They're activists. And, yeah. Or anything like IGN, really. Yeah, just... It's better to just go find a YouTube video and just listen to that.
Launch day reviewers flipped and called it dog shit. I'm calling it now!
One second.
Clarity hit, all the launch day reviewers flipped and called it.
The Veilguard is at war with itself? Okay.
dog shit. I'm calling it now. Veilguard is the biggest catfish of the generation. Not only does Veilguard not resemble a Dragon Age game, it doesn't resemble a BioWare game, it doesn't resemble an RPG. And how can you even look me in my eyes and call this a fantasy game when there isn't a single dwarf being racist towards an elf in this piece of shit?
You knife-eared pipe cleaner.
Let's get a round of applause for BioWare, everyone. Rarely do you see incompetence done this right. This is generational incompetence, truly once in a lifetime.
That
Veilguard
just reminded me. Wasn't there like something about saying like making a game awards for like the worst games ever? Was that a joke or is that an actual thing? Because I want to know. I want to know, was that a joke or an actual thing? Because if so, how high up do you think this game would be? Like, do you think it would get first? Or would that go to some other piece of dog shit that came out this year? Because, like, hell, I can't even remember all the other pieces of dog shit that came out this year. Like, good lord. Jesus.
Is like Dragon Age for Cocoa Melon fans. It came into my home, beat my eyes, bounced them off the walls, then threw them down the stairs and treated my eardrums like trampolines. It's like they took everything that made Dragon Age and decided to do the polar opposite. But am I shocked by this? No, everything I said in my first video was right. And I knew it would be right because the gaming industry has catfished me so many times before. That being said, I'm still waiting for Stalker 2 to finish getting patched up, so fuck it, let's clown on this for a bit while I wait. That means I got probably about a year left on this review. First off, the combat is every bit as enthralling, engaging, and incredible as I thought it'd be. Why not build on the classic CRPG Tord wrangling combat as fans have been asking for since the second game? Fuck the fans, nobody plays CRPGs anymore. But when I play this, I feel like I'm experiencing a new level of strategic depth as I combine fast-paced attacks, parries, and dodges to exploit my enemy's weakness, stone railings. But none of this would have been possible without my loyal sewing circle. I'm joking, of course. They are completely useless outside of the one skill wheel use I get from them every 45 seconds. I understand now why they made them invincible. They are total morons. This game must take place in 1986 before Street Fighter invented the combo, because these dumbass companions practice the ancient art of hitting these motherfuckers one time for 11 damage in the most elaborate way possible, then wandering off. Somebody hand me a towel so I can throw it in. This is the type of shit that happens when you turn off natural selection, and that's why I just stick to the reliable ranged fighters like Harding.
Alright, well, yeah, how do you miss that?
Harding's right. This requires a good scout.
I'll take care of it.
No.
As for the writing on these companions, what can I say that hasn't already been said by everybody for the last month? It's 35 to 100 hours of 8 people with negative riz delivering dialogue that has been safety screened into ash. The CIA should put all this dialogue into a montage and use it to break captives. These friends...
Lord. Yeah, Lord. Yeah, this would be a good way to torture someone. Yeah, just grab some DEI-infested game and just force them to play it, and it's just like, they'll spill everything. Like, good lord. Yeah, this is actually... Yeah, I can actually see the CIA taking this game and using it as a torture device. Or any other game infested with DEI. Yeah. I can already see them doing that with games like this, Concord, or Star Wars Outlaws, fucking Dustborn, any other type of DEI bullshit, like... Oh, good lord.
Friendships sound like they were written by people who have never had...
Speaking of the dialogue, I've listened to some of the dialogue, because some YouTubers were going on of it, and oh my god... Like, I don't even think fanfiction has that bad dialogue. Like, I'm pretty sure you could go on Wattpad and find better dialogue on there, like Jesus Christ, or AO3, whatever the fuck, and you'd still find, like, dialogue, like, miles better than the dialogue in this game.
Had friends. Where's the ball busting? Where's the disagreements?
If you want to bed me, you have only to ask.
What? Draw your weapon and say that again.
I jest, my foul-smelling friend. You are only slightly less attractive to me than a slime-filled pool of swamp water.
The eerie constant positivity in wooden line reads makes me feel like I'm in the Manson family, not a found family. They want you to all be bestest friends so badly that they provide no way to antagonize or lose your companions until the very end when they went, oh shit, that's right, we're a BioWare game. I chose to give this man's hometown full-blown AIDS, and 3 hours later we're chopping it up about his coffee recipes like it never even happened. And don't even get me started on Tosh.
Actually, Tosh uses them for themselves now.
They asked us to let folks know, so now you do.
Who fucking cares? Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for telling me. Tosh, you up for it? Yup.
You don't ever interrupt God's mistake, Madeir, when he's talking. Anyone else? And that leads me to another thing I want to talk about. These puzzles. All these puzzles are piss baby easy. And my entire time playing the game, there was only one that I couldn't figure out. Who the hell am I? Somebody please tell me who the fuck I am. Some people have the gender card. I have the gender deck. Some people call me bro. Some people call me she. And on the back end, I'm God's mistake, Madeir. Man, she, her, to look at. I think I actually found out what happened when I tried to join my soul sister Tosh and becoming a free agent. I think I accidentally hit the factory reset button and became a man again. Look at that. Another Veilguard puzzle solved in less than 60 seconds. I never should have looked in that mirror. Speaking of which, I know we've already talked about the...
Good lord, they made the fucking... Jesus Christ. The identity politics became so retarded it became a puzzle. Jesus Christ.
Legit cuts in the last video, but let's all blow our pipes for a second to mourn the loss of Isabella's massive milkers.
Damn, that's... I hate that. They've done that with so many games. I hate that. Like, bring the big boobs back, please. Yeah, rest in peace.
Now, for the record, I was planning to do more side quests, but then I found out you get the best ending by not doing any of them. If you neglect every...
Yeah, you probably would, and I was about to say, do you not do them because you got tired of this shit fucking game?
Every companion's quest line, you unlock a special ending where everyone dies. Let me think about if I want to do that real quick.
I don't understand
I probably would.
why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your
We're only
objections
going
are.
for 2 days. Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're
dear
going
Harding,
camping.
a
And he's
gentleman
treating it like
is
you have to in every demo out here. You're suspect
Sold! I'll take it! When they did this in Mass Effect 2, it was pretty depressing when my
Yeah, like, just... I do that to him, like, please, let's just kill the whole cast in the game, please.
companions died because I liked them. Here, it's cathartic. I invited my whole family to watch this shit over Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm not just talking my immediate family, I'm talking cousins, in-laws, their pugs.
Everyone.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells.
I invited the whole flock of pimps, Fleek, Harvey, Dr. Philippe,
All of them.
Fleek Fietti, Preachazoid.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
The way it sounds like, just... Yeah, just the ending where everyone dies is probably the best one in this game. Because it would be like... It'd probably just feel like the biggest form of relief. Probably feel better than masturbation.
Fleek Jones, Fleek Rogan.
Fleek Rogan?
Can I please bite a chunk out of that
A Canadian guy. Fat Albert. Dog, get your big ass in here. Can't fit through the door? Ah, another year of unemployment you'll be able to squeeze in just fine.
On horse open sleigh, over the fields we go.
You can come in too, S-Fest Fleek.
Merry Christmas, Xbox.
Ah, man, that was a good video. Yep, and this game, Dragon Age Veilguard, it is shit. Yep. Yep. And I don't know what else to say at the outro, so yeah, I'm just gonna go and end it, so yeah. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, check out the original one, which will be linked in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.